Hi, hello and good morning, ladies. And we're very excited this morning to be introducing Suzanne Basiaco.
Yes,
I'm hoping that's right. And she's going to be letting us know some wonderful things that we can do more with Facebook and Instagram. So I'm going to hand it over to you, Suzanne, and really appreciate your time this morning for coming on. And we're just all ears.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm a qualified social media consultant. Janie asked me to do the presentation that I did at the My Vibe event, which is about why you need to have content marketing strategies in place. So what is a content marketing strategy and why you need one. So if it's okay, I might just share my screen and then I can pull up my presentation. We've got 7 participants. Is that right? Hello, everyone. So I'm Susie and owner of the Social Nest, and I'm here today to speak about why social media marketing matters and why you need a content marketing strategy and why you need to include it in your overall marketing strategy. So a little bit about me. So my name is Susie and I'm owner of the Social Nest. I am a mother of 2 beautiful girls. I'm wife to a supportive husband. We've been married for 21 years now. Been together for 23, and he has stood by me through thick and thin. I am a Christian and I'm also a survivor of childhood trauma. That's a big part of my story. It's a big part of who I am and part of the reason why I work for myself. I have complex PTSD and that has impacted my life in a lot of ways, but I have found that I have a lot of strength and I am able to deal with challenges as they arise because of it. There's a lot of resilience has been learned along the way. Have a gorgeous golden retriever. That's Mako. He's beautiful. And I have 2 cats, Romeo and Joey. So I love traveling. I cannot wait until we are able to go traveling all over again. I like shopping. I like spending time with family and friends. As I was saying before, I started the Social Nest. I had an online shop called The Reading Nest. I really want people to have their confidence to go away and use the tools that I teach to people that they can build and develop their own businesses. So not just I'll do it for you. I want people to be able to learn. I help to navigate you through the challenges of social media by sharing knowledge and creating result-oriented strategies. So I do this through creating a KPI and marketing objectives so that are measurable, so that we look at, well, how can we, how do I know that my social media marketing strategy is working? So I look at things like your engagement rate, and I look at how many people have viewed or liked and shared. How many more followers have you gotten? These are all measurable results that we can see to see if a campaign is working. A content marketing strategy is basically a roadmap. It helps you to direct your business and to know where you want it to go. So creating a content marketing strategy is putting a plan in place and letting you know who you want to be speaking to and what your customers will be seeing. So basically, we're writing for the buyer stages and you're matching them up with each of the buyer stages. So the buyer stages are brand awareness, consideration, and advocacy. And that is in the brand awareness stage, you're telling people about who you are and what you do. So people who may never have heard of you before, they will be there and just through seeing a post on say Instagram or Facebook, they will go, oh, that's you. Oh, okay, I didn't realize that's what you did. Then you'll have people who are looking for your specific niche. So you might have a customer who knows that they're after an image consultant, but they don't know which one to go with. And that's where we sell your why. We look at, why are you doing what you do? What is it that makes you unique? What's your unique selling point? How can you be relatable to your customers? Okay. And then the last one is advocacy or decision stage. And these are the people who have already gone through the process of the buyer stage, and they're the ones who are wanting to choose you. They're the ones who go to a barbecue and will tell their friends about you. They are the ones who you can comfortably ask for a client testimonial without feeling pressured, like feeling that you're pressuring them. These are people who you get referral. They might be referring customers, not necessarily referring. They buy from you. So the returning customers, they're the people who you want to be getting behind the scenes photos with. You want to be getting your client testimonials and even be doing your Facebook Lives with them. The reason that I say to people is basically because that's where your customers are sitting. 80% of people use social media these days. And it's quite interesting to see that people will do a lot more research now rather than go and, if they want to find a company, they go to Google. You know, they will go and have a look, and a lot of people will check out your social media profile to see who you are and what you stand for before they even go and look at your website to see. I know from personal experience, I've had that when I applied for a job many moons ago. I actually got the job because my social media profile was cleaner than the lady who they were comparing me to, or who I was competing against. So people do look at social media for a number of reasons, and it's the best place to promote yourself because that's where 80% of the population are sitting when they're wanting to see. I really like this quote. Random social media tactics lead to random results. You need a strategy. If you were to stand on a street corner and just yell out who you are and just throw out flyers, how many people will you attract?
Not many.
Yeah. So by having a strategy in place, knowing who you want to talk to, who's your customer, what are they wanting to, what is your customer's reasons? What are their pain points that you can help? How can you help your customers? These are all things that you want to be putting in your social media posts to help us, you know, to help promote your business. But at the same time, you want to be customer focused. You don't want to be selling a product. And so, for instance, you might say, oh, you know, I'm an image consultant. I help women develop a sense of fashion, things like that, where you could be more customer focused and say, I'll use Janie, you know, Style Edge by Janie is a customer focused business because we care about how you feel in your clothes. So it's just that slight shift from saying about who you are and internalizing, but also saying that saying that you're helping others and what the reason is. So looking for their pain points and how you can provide that. So having a strategy in place with your social media marketing, it helps us to be able to create marketing objectives that can be achieved with measurable results. So for instance, I might be able to say to you, look, I think a great lead generating form would be an ebook. Let's use that on a Facebook ad. Let's put that out. We can see how many people have downloaded the ebook. You can see you can measure how many people have viewed your ad. You can see all of these, well, how many people have liked, shared, commented. These are all measurable results that you can't do if you just place an ad in a newspaper. If you place an ad in a newspaper, you can tell what the circulation is, but you don't know how many people have seen, liked, shared, referred it to a friend. But through social media, we can track that. We have that ability through the analytics. Being consistent on social media is really important. And the reason for that is there's a couple of reasons. The first one is that it's letting the platforms know that you're ready to play. You're ready to let the other people, you want to engage on people's posts. You're there for people to come and follow you. So if you're posting, if you do a post and then you leave it and you don't comment on anybody else's and you just walk away, you won't get as big a reach as if you are already posting, commenting, liking, sharing, and then you do your post, and then, you know, you do this, you continue, because I'll use Facebook, for instance. Facebook will then look at it and go, okay, well, this person is actively engaged on this platform. I'll send more people to you. Okay, so your organic reach grows. If you leave your post and you're only posting very sporadically, like some people might only post once a week, they might not even post on the same day, they might just post whenever they feel like it, they might only post 2 or 3 times a month. If you're doing that, then Facebook is kind of like, oh, okay, there's a person here, but they're not actively engaged. You're not telling them that you want to be having people follow you, because it's so sporadic. So that's why it's really important to build up a community, to have your consistency at the forefront. There's a rule of thumb, which I'll get to later, but you need to be posting. I was taught that if you have under 2,000 followers, you need to be posting a minimum of 30 times in a month. Okay. So that can be 2 posts a day, that can be, you know, but anywhere between 30 to 60 posts in a month is the minimum that we need to do if we have under 2,000 followers. The minute you start getting up 10,000, that's when you can get away with posting a lot less, because you already have the following. But if you don't have that following to start with, if you're wanting to engage and build up that community, then you need to be posting consistently, posting every day. You need to be posting posts that are relevant and engaging. They're the things that I call the relatable and engaging, entertaining, educating. See, these are the posts that you want to be giving people tips about. You want to do how-to guides, you want to do videos. You kind of want to have your hand in the mix of all of the formats that you can do, so that your customers can learn about you. So the like, know, trust, so that they will then refer you to a friend, because people buy from people, they don't buy from companies. Big one, know your why. Why is it that you do what you do? If you know why you started your business, then you can share that in your story, and that helps to make you relatable. It helps people to connect with you, and so there's a number of ways that you can do that. When you are using your content marketing strategy, it actually helps you if you know what keywords that you are going to use, because the more content that you're producing, the easier your website will be found. So if you are writing blog articles, for instance, then it's really helpful to know what keywords are trending on Google. It helps to know what the cost per click would be if you were to pay for that keyword. You can go, there are a number of sites that you can use. One is called Uber Suggest. That's quite a helpful one. You can do a free trial, and that you can put in and see what keywords are working and what your competitors are using. That's quite helpful. There's a whole heap of them, like RFs as well. That's another one. They are very helpful for you to learn about your own business and about what your content is providing for others. So for instance, if you have the word style consultant, that, and I'm just making these figures up, but they you know, for instance, image consultant might cost you $70 per word every time you use that if you were to pay for it in a Google ad. If you're using that word already in your content, on your, both in your social media and on your website, then people can find you. They will be able to help. You will be able to find ideas to write about because you'll know, oh, people are looking for image consultants. So, yeah. So this is a video that I did, sorry, and I'll just let you watch this. Sorry. And this is on my website as well. So that's just a short video that I made to let people know about content marketing strategies. Why we should read, top 10 reasons why we should use social media marketing. The biggest one is that you advertise on an even playing field. Many moons ago, we were unable to compete against the big brands. There was no way that I would be able to put an ad in the same space as, say, Estee Lauder or Clinique. Today, I can still be advertising on Facebook, and I may not have the budget spend that Estee Lauder and Clinique have, but I am able to advertise in the same space. And I would still be able to get a similar reach if the budget comparably. So, for instance, and I will use, again, newspapers. For a newspaper, you might need to pay for a half-page spread, and then you have to pay for the words, you have to pay for things. So let's say that it's $500 for an ad in the newspaper. All right. For $500 on a Facebook ad, you can actually, not only are you advertising on the same space that people are, some of the big companies are, for $500, you can reach thousands of people, and it's being targeted directly towards people who are likely to click on your ad. The way Facebook works when you're setting the ad up is that actually you can tell Facebook that you're looking for people to go to your website, or are you looking for them to come and follow your page, or are you wanting them to be signing up for an event. So we can actually detail how we want and where we want people to go. So it's quite what we call niching down. So it's really important to know who your customer is and have an idea of who they are and what their interests are, so that when we're setting up an ad, we can plug that information in and tell Facebook, okay, I want these people. Facebook also does what's called a lookalike audience, and the lookalike audience helps you because it looks at who's already following your page, and it will then send out the ad to people who are following, not who are following your page, but customers who look like your followers. So that's why it's called a lookalike audience. The good thing about Facebook advertising and Instagram advertising and even Pinterest is that you're only paying for people who want to see your ad and who are interested in your ad. So you're not wasting money. Whereas if you're paying on a circulation, you might be putting an ad in a paper that has 35,000 people in circulation, but they cannot guarantee that all 35,000 people are going to see that ad. If you're looking to increase your website traffic, but you're not sure how, people can find you through social media, because as I said before, 80% of people are sitting on social media. So that's a good space to start advertising for people to get to know you and to build up the rapport and to build up that community. Again, we're wanting to grow that like, know, and trust. So we can target our audience specifically to our needs. That's what I was saying before about niching down. So some people call them avatars. I call them buyer personas. But basically a buyer persona or an avatar is just an idea of a customer. So I might have a customer named Janie. You know, she's vibrant, she has a family, she's very stylish, she's sort of mid-40s. You know, that's sort of the woman. You know, she's Canberra based, she's interested in fashion. These are things that you can be all putting down, so that when you're writing in your head, rather than trying to think, oh, how can I write for everybody? You don't need to be writing for everybody. You just write for Janie. And that's really important, is to focus on your customer and what problems would Janie have? Is Janie having difficulties with matching colours or matching prints, or, you know, I don't know much about style, so apologies. But you know what I'm saying. It will help you to bring clarity as well. As a small business owner, I was able to run ads for $3 a day when I did my business with the Reading Nest. So I didn't have to spend thousands of dollars on each ad campaign. I actually used to only do $50 a month, and I had over 1,600 followers by the time I'd finished. Yeah, so you don't have to spend thousands on every ad campaign. Social media can be quite cheap. You can control how much you want to spend. You get to build credibility with your audience. People get to know who you are. Because you're showing up on social media every day, they will learn about who you are. You can do photos about yourself. You can put posts up that are relating to what you do in your own personal life. It doesn't have to be all sell, sell, sell. Just having one post a week should be about posting. The other, 4 or 5 should be about educating. You do a top tip. You might do things that you're thankful for. You might do a fun fact. Educating puts you as a thought leader in your circle by making posts that are relatable and engaging. So things like pop quizzes, fashion bingo, that type of thing. Anything that people will interact with helps to relieve a little bit of day-to-day stress for a lot of people, but also it helps people to go, hey, you're human. There's a face behind this person, like this company. So people are able to relate to you. Use inspiring quotes and motivational quotes, and that's because they are very shareable. So if you have a person who you look up to, or even if you have your own quotes that you like to use, using them with your voice, your branding, always a good thing to do. And just have one of those a week to relate back to your values as well, so that people can learning about who you are. And people will connect with you on that level. One of the big things about social media, as we've all found out, is that we need to connect with others, and sometimes we cannot connect face to face. But social media allows us to connect with our customers in a space that is open and safe, and people will message you. They will, want to talk to you and discuss, and they'll ask you questions. And social media is a great space for them to do that. As you're interacting with your customers, you're giving your brand a voice. You also will increase your reach. So the more you engage on your social media platform, the more you build rapport with others. When people like, follow, or comment, they're signaling to the social media platforms that there's worthwhile content here. Come over here, have a look. So your organic reach automatically grows. That's what I was saying before about you're letting the platforms know that you're ready to play. This is what I was talking about. You're letting them know that you're here, and you get rewarded by having an increase in your organic reach as more people find you, which in turn grows your business. As people start to recognize you, they start to know you, and they like you, and they also trust you. And like I was saying before, when people trust you, they're more likely to purchase. They're the people who will become advocates. They will leave reviews for your business. You can get customer testimonials. These are all things that people will do because they know and they like and they trust you and your brand. As I was saying before about using targeted keywords in social media marketing plan, it helps to increase your website traffic. And it's such an important step in the social media marketing cycle, knowing what your best keywords are to use and looking for opportunities to use them. So if you know what keywords your competitors are using, you can also find new opportunities that there might be some keywords that they're using that you're not. And that just will help. Or there might be other keywords that can help. I actually like to use the keywords when I'm doing hashtag research as well. When I'm looking at the hashtags and what hashtags I might use, keywords obviously come into play. But I also don't want to be trying to reach audiences that have got millions of followers just because it's a popular keyword. I would look at bringing it down to someone who is looking for a style image consultant in Canberra rather than just image consultants, because you want to find people in your local area. If you have a keyword that you use regularly and you're wanting to find customers, then put your local area at the end, because it will help people find you, because people follow keywords, follow hashtags. Social media is for everyone, whether you are a big company or a little company. You can use digital content marketing strategy, and you're able to help your business grow through using strategies. Social media is here to stay. It's been around for over 30 years now, so it's not going away anytime soon. So let's take advantage of the opportunities that await us. The 80-20 rule. This is where I was saying before, only promoting your business once a week. The reason being is that people go to social media often to chat with their friends and to connect with family. They don't want to be bombarded with sales pitches every time they hop on. So you do one post a week that is your sales post, and the other posts are your educational, your relatable, your inspiring. As I was saying, your quotes and your behind the scene photos, your client testimonials. You might do a fun fact, or you might do a top tip. You also might do that you have a podcast coming out, or you might be having a collaboration with somebody. These are all things that you can gently post, but they're not selling your products. Technically, it's still a promotional event, but you're not promoting your business in a hard sell, it's a soft sell. So 4 ways to engage with your customers. First one is create content that is relevant. Make your content bingeable. So if someone has just found you, you want them to stay and to consume as much of your content as possible. You want them to get on there and you've got 20 likes from this one person. Again, posting consistently and commenting, liking and sharing on other people's posts, especially if they're in your field. That helps as well, because it lets people know that this is who you are. So if there's people who you follow, definitely comment, like and share. A daily Instagram routine, responding to all direct messages that you get sent. Do this privately with your direct messages. You'll find there'll be people who come on and they will be sort of spammy, follow or posted at this one, it's okay to delete those posts because they're just clickbait robots who basically have sent them out. Commenting on at least 15 posts from your hashtags. That's really important. Again, if you think of a hashtag as you tapping into a single community, if you'll go and comment on 15 of those hashtags, then you're reaching into 15 different communities. Okay. Using stories and replying to stories is really important because Instagram is now becoming more video led, especially now with Reels, and advertising on Reels is something that we will be able to do. Well, it's already available. So people will be looking at stories and looking at IGTV. So going and replying to people's stories that you like and sharing them on your page as well. Spend some time, at least 15 minutes a day, just engaging with your audience. So if your audience, if you find that somebody has a particular comment, or if they've put up a post and you like it, then obviously post and comment on that and engage, and posting at least once a day. So why do you need a social media manager? You need consistent social content. You want time to focus on your other initiatives. You want to boost your brand engagement. You might need a social media marketing strategy. You might not have one. You want to track your marketing efforts. Then these are all things that I can help you with as a social media manager. So thank you for your time. I have, so a content marketing strategy takes about 10 hours. So that's $450. So I'm happy to have a chat with you about that. And that includes an SEO content audit. It looks at doing a SWOT analysis with you. It helps to do a competitor analysis, looks at targeted keywords, also looks at hashtag research. I give you 30 hashtags that you can use pretty much immediately. My packages are now all up on my website. So if you want to have a look at thesocialnest.com.au, you're welcome to. If you are after you've got the ideas and you just want someone to put them together into a content calendar for the month, I can help you with that. That's $225. And if you want somebody just to do it all for you, then I can do that. I offer the marketing strategy, the editorial content calendar, plus 20 hours for the month, and that's $1,500. So for each month. If you sign up and decide that you want to do like for 6 months, then you get a discount. It's $1,300. And if you decide to book me for a year, then that's $1,200 a month. But again, that's all on my website. And I have other things like I have a 2021, which is where if you have a specific pain point, just one, you want to do we can do a Zoom call and I can talk you through how we can fix that. And that's just $20.21 for that. So.
Thank you, Suzanne. That was incredible. I thought I knew a lot, but I've certainly picked up quite a number of tips there that I had no idea about. So I'm sure others have found the same thing. Has anyone got any questions for Suzanne? Yes, look, so we know how to get in touch with you, which is great. And that was good to know what your charges are.
Oh, thank you. Susie, just wanted to ask, when you mentioned it's good for you to perhaps be doing it yourself, do you also have people, or could you do posts on behalf of others?
Yes, so I actually do posts for other people. So currently I have 3 companies who I post for on a daily basis for them. So yes, as long as the posts are coming out with your voice, and that's really important, then yeah, I can definitely help with that.
Thank you.
Suzanne, you did say 30 to 60 posts a month.
Yes.
That you need to do. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's if you have under 2,000 followers. Yeah. It's 1 to 2 posts a day on average. And so if you're looking at it during a week, and I personally like to just post Monday to Friday, because I think weekend should be for weekends. And yeah, so I might do one post a day on both platforms, on Facebook and Instagram. But then I might find that there'll be one extra post that I do during the week, and it might be a behind the scene photo, it might be just a quote, it's just one extra. So that's only 6 posts a week, and that is enough for that. That's still enough to keep the engagement going. I could improve and put a few more in. I could be doing Saturdays and Sundays. I do shout out Saturdays when I'm actually out and about and doing things. So shout out Saturday is, you know, you might go to your local coffee shop and tag that local business, have a photo of you there. You know, tagging, if you're out with a group of other image consultants at a networking event, tagging everybody there. These are things that aren't actually part of your strategy. You haven't got them set in place, but they're things that you can do on the fly that will still create engagement and help you. Okay. So that 30 to 60 is a guideline. So, okay, so a behind the scene photo might be you taking a photo at a style shoot. It might be a photo of a client doing a before and after image. You might have a team of people that you work with, and it might be a meet the team style photo. You know, it might even be, you can even do like a little reel and where it's just your footsteps going through the day and showing, you know, you might see racks of clothes. Yeah, so it's just sort of how you select your outfits, how you match your color, like work out your colors. You might even just be a photo of your dog if you have a dog, or your cat if you have a cat, with, you know, it's something that's personal but it's still relatable and it reflects directly to your day.
Fantastic, thank you, that was great. Any other questions? It was a wonderful session. Thank you so much, Suzanne. I really enjoyed it. I'm sure we all did. Jamie, did you have?
I was just going to ask, are there any particular times are the best times to post on Facebook? I mean, Instagram, I don't worry so much, but Facebook, I know if I post in the evening, sometimes people are scrolling and while they're watching telly. But could you recommend a time to post, morning and night?
So that kind of is actually about when your customers are on. I know there's a lot of that say, oh, you know, Wednesdays at 11 a.m. or Thursdays at 10 a.m., but they're very generic. There is if you're looking, there is a company called Rival IQ, and they can actually monitor your own social media, and it will tell you when the best times for you to post are. So yeah, I don't actually like to say the generic times because it's kind of hard. Sometimes it's hit and miss, but Rival IQ takes into all the statistics and looks at all of the data.
Yeah, and if you look at your insights, you can see what post got the most engagement and likes and comments, and I guess you can check that yourself too, actually.
The other one you can check, where you can check if you use it, is Hootsuite. That's a scheduling app. That's quite helpful to find out when the number of most visitors are on and interacting with your platform. So, yeah.
Susie, is Hootsuite also really good for putting your post together and then doing a mass type of a distribution?
Yes, so you can, as long as you've already created the post, Hootsuite's great for scheduling. So you can have it, if you've got like 30 posts that you've already created, you can just set them up and go, okay, I'm going to have it for this time, throughout the whole month, and you can have it all done. And that works across Facebook, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Instagram, and even Twitter.
And so, Janie, you were mentioning too that when you post on Instagram, it's a good idea to really comment on 6 other people's posts and then post your own, and then another 6 after that.
Yep.
My
pretty much
engagement's,
straight away.
my engagement's gone up because of that. Yeah. Or my followers. Yes. Yeah. It's time consuming, but you know, it's again, it's about building your brand and being visible.
It is quite fascinating to see what people are liking. I know just with the Olympics even this week, I put a couple of posts up unrelated to business and lots of likes. And then other times you can put things in that people obviously see, but don't always kind of take that action, which I guess that might also relate to when you said do a pop quiz or do something that is inviting them to do something more or show before and after or do those sorts of things. I was just curious, is everybody finding that there's any particular things that are really strong in getting likes that would be, you know, kind of valuable to share?
Interaction ones are really good when you ask a question or you want someone to give an opinion. I got the most amount of likes and comments when I put up on my Instagram of me in my dressing gown, sick as a dog. And even Instagram wanted to give me $20 to boost it.
Oh, that's great.
I'm like, I'm not boosting that one.
It's so interesting, isn't it?
Thank you again, Suzanne, for your time this morning. That was very valuable. I've really picked up some wonderful tips there, and I think there is so much there that I might have to just touch base with you personally, Suzanne. Yeah, there's a lot. And once you get into the habit of it, it makes it easy. When you schedule it in, you know, on a Monday or a Wednesday, that's your time to get some stuff done, even if it takes you half an hour or an hour at that time, but it's done. But to get started, and I think someone like a coach like yourself to actually, you know, get you into that routine, that rhythm, would be really good. Next week, we've got someone special coming on to talk about Canva.
Oh, good. Wow.
Yes, it'll be really good. It's a wonderful platform as well. So we look forward to seeing you then. And in the meantime, have a great week of what's left of it.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Bye-bye.